backwards. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everybody. I saw some of the comments. I saw that Black Sheep was asking, "Hey, Cobus, going grays. I saw you got to you're going to go out for a dinner. Hopefully, you're going to do a video on it. You're not like me, and you do videos about your life because people are interested in your life. And thank you for your service, my friend, as always. Because I think today is, and it's got to be Memorial Day somewhere. I know it is tomorrow, but anyway, the basically Black Sheep. What it was, hey Bruce, I just wanted to see. I wanted to kind of meet some more people. So I figured maybe if I did it different, because I know like Nikki, she jumps on at like 2 a.m. in the morning UK time. So I figured, okay, maybe there's more people in the UK or in a different time zone or something. Because a lot of people, like, not a lot, but to me a lot. Like when we get done with our live streams, they're in the 150 to 200 views, and then over the next few days or something, or week or 2 days until the next one, they bump up about 60 or 80 views. So there's a lot of people watching it, and I'm imagining they're watching it from different time zones. So I thought maybe people don't have to jump in, but I thought maybe I could meet some new and oh, sorry. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. Could you guys hear what I was saying? Thanks, Black Sheep. Could you guys hear what I was saying? Um, anyway, so I thought that maybe it would be a good time to maybe see if we can hit different areas. That's all. It was nothing drastic. It's probably not going to be a long live stream. Just testing the waters and seeing if maybe some other people. A lot of people don't want to, can't watch it, during that time. So maybe they will watch it if it's in a better time. I don't know. We'll find out. But I thought I'd give it a. It does, like I said, it's not going to be a real long live stream. But let's see who's here. And I saw ET. He came in, wanted to talk to me for a minute before he came on. Brock was here earlier. Black Sheep, of course, and Logan. Robert N., how you doing? If you're still here, how are you? I think that's about it. There's not too many. There's like 8 people around here, and I said Cobus, didn't I? I hope. How you doing, Cobus? So that was the major gist of trying to do a different time. Maybe if and when, which doesn't really matter, but if and when there are more subscribers, maybe there will be from the UK, and then maybe I'll do one later on and one alternate them every couple of days. Hey Bruce, how you doing? Oh, so no, baby, what's that? What did I say? Oh, understand now, but mean that you find new friends will drop. So, oh no, never happened, never happened. Just wanted to kind of like open it up for some people that maybe had some questions that they couldn't ask or didn't want to write comments, or maybe they wanted to ask in person so they could, do. I don't know, maybe nothing. I don't know. Hey Tim, how you doing? What you testing? Just to see the time difference. If there's, like I said, poor Nikki, is a excellent, supporter of the channel, and she'll come in at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning UK time, which is like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning Thai time. So right before I ended today, I said, well, I'm just gonna, for shits and giggles, I'm gonna do one at 4 p.m. We tried to calculate the time. I think it's like maybe midday in the UK, 11 on a Saturday, Sunday, on a weekend. That maybe there would be some people that wanted to, get it, that they couldn't normally come in and ask questions and stuff. So that was it. Are y'all done with the wedding now? Back from the wedding. Ah, cool. Yeah, I just watched Uncle's channel on his fountain, and I'm gonna, next time he comes on, I'm gonna ask him a little bit about that, because I'm trying to figure out something when I do Ubon, the tilapia pond. I want to do something like he's doing maybe, and figure out, depending on, because I wanted to, I don't know how, I know like a big deal was nighttime, the O2 levels in a lot of stuff that has a lot of vegetation, they suck up during the day. They they do the opposite. They're a plant. They take in carbon dioxide and put out oxygen. But at nighttime, when there's no photosynthesis, that word, um, they do the opposite. They suck the oxygen out of the water, and sometimes, depending on the heat, and I don't know how it is here in Thailand. I know nothing about the ponds or tilapia ponds or anything, so I got to read up on it. But I think he's got his. He said, if I understood right, tied into his pumps. So when his pumps run, pumping water out of the ground or whatever that is, it'll run it so every so often all day long. So I'll talk to him about that someday. Bruce was what was this? Bruce was predicting that you were going to announce a baby on the way. No, I don't know. I mean, we never thought about it, but no, not not the not for not as far as I know, Bruce. Not as far as I know. I'm too old to be a daddy again, I think. But and I'm not like Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad. Anna's a super kid, and he's a super dad. And that's why I think he's putting together most of his videos is for something for her to look at, 20, 30 years from now if he's gone. There's my dad, look at the crap he did with me, and he does a lot with her. In fact, I think he was going out to buy a little quad or something to drive her back and forth to school. I never did get a chance. Next time I go, I'm going to have to go talk. I didn't get to spend that much time with them the last time I was there and find out, because she was homeschooled and now she's going to school. And I never got a chance to talk to them about it. Always thinking, thanks, Bruce. And I'm sorry I didn't get to go on that one. I'm going to try to keep me abreast on some of the ones. I was supposed to take the fours out today, and I didn't. So I'm thinking tomorrow morning I'll take that and go and see. Got the design plan for the pond. Solar, yeah, good. Okay, cool. Pump with paddles to stir the water. Self-floating device. Yeah, I've seen some of the ones. I imagine I could probably make something, but I'm not as talented as Uncle is. But he, they do sell them. And I do want to get something as far as a solar pump anyway. I am going to be adding water to the pond pretty much consistently. So if I ran it for so long, that's why I'm saying the only thing is if they do, the ones that I've seen are running during the day. The stuff that in my brain about that CO2 exchange was nighttime is when it's deadly to fish if it's a heavy koi anyway. A heavy planted koi pond, and a lot of algae and stuff like that. It can kill the fish. If you have a lot of plants. It's really weird here too because it's unbelievable how many posts I see on Facebook of Thai people. They've had their fish for 2-3 years, and all of them dead. And I try to get in there a couple of times, and I shouldn't give up, but I did kind of give up on asking what was going on because they automatically think it's oxygen. It's oxygen. The pump went out and blah, blah, blah. And I've had my pumps go out a lot here, and I've, overnight, 24 hours straight, never lost my bacteria and never lost my fish in that way. I have lost them with chlorine, and I don't know if they tested, it's hard because of the language barrier on them, what exactly had happened. But it's amazing. I mean, I want to say almost 2 or 3 a week of people, and they're devastated. I mean, they've had these fish. You do become attached to them, just like you would any animal, I guess. And I'm just curious if they've tested. I'm sure they have. They haven't had fish for 3 years and are not privy to exactly what's going on with water quality. They have to know. But I'm kind of curious. They always think it's oxygen, and maybe it is. But I'd be curious to what the difference is on the pond. And I do. Hey T, I do want to. Hey Robert, I want to find out more about it and put in some kind of. I want it to be a good environment for the tilapia. that was a good sip. My wife brought me some water. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Hey, Brock. Well, I'm glad Bobby's here. We're gonna do a karaoke 4 o'clock edition. Just kidding. Like I had said before, it's just to kind of test the waters on the time, to see if there's any other people that want to, chime in from the UK and stuff. Because I do every time Nikki comes on, it's like, man, she's awesome. There's Paul. He's saying hi to basically everybody. Did I miss anyone? I don't think you did. I didn't look close enough, but I think you caught everybody. There's 16 people here, which is actually way better than I thought was going to transpire. But like I said, it just kind of really, I was really amazed at the people, the people that were on the Facebook with here in Thailand losing all their fish. And it wasn't just like two or three out of them, all of them. It's just tough. And usually with the oxygen and that kind of stuff, the bigger ones will kind of go, but and the other, maybe some of the smaller fish will get through it. But it looked like they all died. Next time it happens, I'm gonna, even though sometimes I get frustrated, I'm gonna take my time and try to figure it out. Maybe I can help somebody. Survey. Anyone from the UK on this live checking for a friend? Probably not. Probably not. There's James. Hey, James, what are you doing? How are you? See how this is a good time. I don't get up early anymore. Yeah. I saw that Fa was right before I got on. I went on and said hello to her, and I think she's doing a live stream right now too. But I think most of the people that watch, except for maybe ET, they a lot of the people don't watch both. Some of them do, but I don't want to go too much into it. But who were we talking to? I was talking to, who was it? It was Bobby this morning on the live stream saying that he's up different times than most people, and he said that he would be more than happy to mod for her if and so you guys want him to, because he sees her coming on all the time and watches. So I'm throwing that out there for you, James. You can decide. Soothing meditation. Is that checking in from Ireland? I don't usually see live. All right, cool. I'm glad there's one person. Where was Black Sheep? It wasn't exactly UK, but close enough. And Bobby's here too, saying, "Hey, James." So he had offered up his services to help out if and you deem fit, which he is. He's a good man, obviously. But I'm glad that you could come by from Ireland, right? Is that what you said, Ireland? I don't know how many subscribers that I have from Ireland, but like I said, most of the thing is to see if people want to, and then like I said, maybe I could instead of doing every other day in the morning, do one day at 7:30, one day at 4, one day at 7:30, one day at 4, and alternate them. It might be easier, different. A lot of people want to come, like Bobby will always support, and so Paul and everybody, Brock and Black Sheep, of course, will, and Cobus will support me, which is absolutely awesome. But and now James is not a morning person. Yeah, I kind of thought that. I didn't know for sure, but he used to do those early AM before the sun comes up, walking, talking live streams, and I haven't seen those in quite a while. And I have papaya here too. I'm lucky. Let's see. Should I put it? I must have missed something. I went to the prettiest waterfall on the Gold Coast today. We'll post after editing. Awesome day. Cool. I'll look forward to it. If you guys aren't subscribed to Paul, by all means do. He's starting out his channel and trying to get people. My battery's going dead on my phone. I'm looking forward to seeing the waterfall now, especially. Yes, different times keeps the hunters. Let's see, where are you at? Different times. Yeah, and I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. Believe me, trust me. The quality of people that I have met through YouTube. But like I said, everybody can talk about ScrewTube and this and that and whatever the case may be. The bottom line is I've met a bunch of good people that I would have never done. I mean, I thought back on it because me and Mitch had a discussion about, him getting tired of, YouTube and all this kind of stuff. And I said, hey, if you're not having fun, don't, by all means. But when the point that I had struck is just look back at me and you would have never met. I would have never met Mark. I would have never met Tom. I would have never met James, Chuck, Joe, and their significant others, and all the people that I haven't actually met face to face, being Brock and Bobby and any Black Sheep, Paul, everybody that's here right now, Cobus. I'm looking forward to that. That's why I'm hoping to do those meetups. And James, by the way, thank you very much for the shout out in that your last video or one before last, the one where we did the meetup. And James was talking about them doing them quite often and not necessarily in anybody's name, just a YouTuber meetup, which is awesome because we can throw in a bunch and as people come in. Like I had said, Jam is coming. I think her last days are within a week now, and then they're coming on the 4th of July. Easy to remember now when they're coming. They're coming on the 4th of July. Now I'm hungry. What did you make them hungry? Pop out for 30 minutes, fish and chips for tonight dinner. Yeah, I know. The part that I did watch of Faw's live stream, somebody had mentioned something about hot and spicy chicken. I think they were semi throwing out little. Anyway, she said, "Please don't make me hungry now. I'm not done working." But she kind of cracks me up for sure. But it's a big part of Thai life, isn't it, James? I mean, that's it. I mean, every woman that I've met, what do you want to do? Eat, any kind of seafood, any kind of anything. And if you can bring a woman to eat, she'll love you for the rest of her life. If you give her a good amount of food on a consistent basis, you've got it. You've got them stuck. Let's see. What did you say about Bobby? Watched your last live stream Friday, but the ladies didn't. Yeah, I know. We were trying to figure out how Bobby could, and James might know too, Bobby. I did shut off the StreamYard deal as far as the microphone, them controlling the microphone volumes, and turn mine up. And I don't know if maybe we ought to go on, Bobby, when you want to, maybe in an after deal, even if you want to do it today, and maybe you can call me into one so that you have control over that, so you can jack your microphone up and see what it sounds like. I'd be more than happy to do that because I'm retired and I don't do shit, so I can do that kind of stuff. But and the audio's okay. I never remember to ask. And the first time that I don't. Usually I do. The microphone's over here, and no one can hear me until Black Sheep tells me that hey, you might want to move that microphone to where we could actually frickin' hear you. Gonna go eat. So everybody's gonna go eat. All right. Well, like I said, excuse me. This wasn't going to be a super long live stream anyway. But we'll go for it. There's 15 people here. Maybe there's some people that are new that have a question. The way to a man's heart is through his woman's stomach. Yeah, if you want to, I don't know, from the stuff that I've seen, smiles from ear to ear. Whenever they see food, not my wife alone. It's Fa, it's Pay, everyone's that I watch, Gift. It's like, oh, food. Oh my God, well, let's eat again. And they're so happy when they eat. And what really kind of pisses me off is they're all this big around. They're all tiny girls, women, and me. If I look at food, I gain a kilo. So I don't know. Let's see. What is James saying? Black time to get going. I wasn't saying anything, but I lurked in the stream for a second and laughed. No way you're going to get a word in. No, I know. I thought maybe he could. You don't have the ability in StreamYard to alter. They do, to alter other people's deal, but you do have the ability to crank yours way the hell up. But I don't know. Yeah, they were quite dominating. That's for sure. There's soothing medication. If the ladies aren't eating, they're preparing. Yeah, exactly. Or talking about it, or visiting with friends. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Not a doubt. James would be the first one to know that. Mine isn't too bad because my wife, they cook here a lot, and we don't go out quite as much as James and everybody else. When they go on their trips and stuff, the last one they were gone for what, 3 weeks. So there's 3 meals a day. For 15 days. 14 days, I guess, in 3 weeks, right? Anyway, it might have been longer than 3 weeks. But so they do. But my wife's the same way, and the kids too. My mother-in-law, not so much. The older generation, they want to eat, but it's not as prevalent. But I would put my 18-year-old up against pho pretty much any day. When we go for those steaks dinners and stuff that the guy makes for the reasonable price, she'll eat three. So I'd put her up there with pho as far as eating, which is great. I mean, the kids, especially, they're happy that they're able to eat what they want to now, where in the past they were limited on what they could have because of financially. So that makes me happy. Um, let's see. In this case, James, it wasn't. It was even worse. Her name is Chatterbox. Go figure. Not a surprising name. No, but boy, she had a. She said she was a wild one when she drank. I was hoping she was going to get a whole bunch of liquor in her, and we'll see her run amok. But it was a good live stream, but it was overbearing. They did drown you. That was an easy deal. But and I think I'll put in the invite thing, and just in case that there's somebody on there just wants to come and say hi. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going to be doing it super long, but well, maybe we'll go 45 minutes or something. It's already been 25 minutes. It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. There we go. There's Mr. Mitch. How you doing, Mitch? This is the test live stream. Precisely why I'm still in it, Dave. In spite of all the negative a-holes, if not for YouTubers. Yeah, I know. I mean, it is, right? We talked about it before. It's like, is there a bunch of them? Yeah, the walls are papered with them. But as James's deal, if you forget about them and always stay on the positive side, which sometimes I can handle, sometimes I can't, sometimes I float to the dark side. I try not to as bad, or if I do, I try to do it with some kind of humor. But the people that we've met, me and Mitch would have never met, and I consider him a good friend. I would do anything for him, and all the other people that I've met, and even the ones that are just on. But it's amazing when you think about it. Chuck and Joe and just everybody. There's a lot of people, Tom and Mark. And I'm glad Mark could come on today. I'm looking forward to meeting up with him. Hey, what's up, Kevin? And that was another thing when I got there for that deal. I didn't get to talk to everybody that I wanted to. I really wanted to go more in depth with Kevin, and I didn't get to, and a couple other people that were there. But next time I'll come again. But thanks for coming by. My wife's here. She's looking at me. Yeah, she's looking at me. Tell you, I'm the luckiest man in the world, man. I am extremely lucky. And there's a bunch of other lucky ones, and one of them's right there, Bruce. And there's just a bunch of people that have found what they wanted to find here in Thailand, and I consider myself top of the list. And I just said hello to my wife, which is always nice. She always gets a kick out of it when Jake is usually here. Jake puts up her channel, which is mainly the kids doing Thai dance. And you know what? The oldest daughter put up a thing with the actual name of the school. Something of the something arts college is where she's in college now, or starting on the first. She's excited about that. You got to do what you got to do. My policy totally blocks out. Yeah, and believe it or not, I mean, like I said, I do stuff, and 9 times out of 10, it's better. I look back and I go, why didn't you just keep your mouth shut? And I got that basically from James when we met on the bike ride, and he gave me which is basically some great advice. And I try to, I try to do it. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I float to the dark side, but. James is a good man, and I'm hoping that we can. I really want to do that again. I know I had kind of mentioned it earlier. I know Chuck's going to be gone and on the road for 2 months, he said, but I'd like to do a ride. Maybe if James, if you want to do it, and Mitch wants to do it, and maybe T wants to do it, maybe just 4 or 5 of us meet up in the mountains above Pattaya somewhere and spend a couple of days and wind ourselves over to Koh Chang and spend a couple of days in Koh Chang and then come back, maybe a 5 or 6 day ride or something. I'd be, and maybe Bruce wants to go too. Bruce is here on this side, closer to me, so I don't have to do that 11 and a half hour ride to Joe's house. But kind of keep that in your mind, and in case anybody's interested in doing that, I would love to do that. My wife wouldn't love me to do it, but I do. What is Mr. Mitch is kind of a jerk. Yeah, he is, but that's what makes him so exciting, isn't it, Kevin? Mitch, all of them, Kevin, everybody that I've met. It's just I can go on and on and on, but I've met I don't know, I want to say 15 people here, and I'm just guessing because there's a lot of people that I'm missing, and 100% of them good stand-up, just as you see them on YouTube, whether they're on somebody's panel, whether they have their own YouTube channel, whether they're just a moderator, whatever the case may be. The ones that I've met, 100% stand-up guys. Just you see what you get, and I like that. Keep picking it. Let's see, what's this first, Brock with the food, now Bruce with the I know, and I still, next time I come too, I swear I'm gonna force myself to go out and hit the bars one night with James and company, which I imagine would be Alex, and James kind of introduced me to Alex's channel a while back, and Alex is a good guy. Alex is gonna go. He might blow past you, Chocolate Man. He's got a good personality. He's already went way past me. I'm just stagnated, but he's a good guy, a good man. Definitely appreciate you turning me on to him. He's a good guy. Yes, I am a jerk. Exactly why I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm hoping your positive vibes rub off on me. That's a good answer, Mitch. Everyone loves me. Yeah, I mean, what's not to love, man? The guy, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, what's not to love? He's a good guy. I'm going to drink your water again. Foz got pretty cute student today. Just saying. You need to go in there and maybe get a little touch up on your nails, Kevin. Sorry about that water drinking. Checks in the mail. What was that? We're still going to have to, the one thing going back before I get done with Alex's rant, I'd sure like to hear the whole story on this bicycle theft program that you guys had going, which I think is hilarious. What the real deal was on that. You're behind a few payments. That's just checks in the mail. That's always a good one. I think that girl was a customer, not a student. I don't know. I didn't get that deep into her live stream. I guess I'm caught up on everything. I think I caught one guy, and it's like 16 people here, which is fairly good for me. I mean, it's just me, and it's I already did one this morning, and there was quite a few. I think we got up to like 40 people. Chuck came in and said hello, but let's see. 30 cent what? There's a hope she's a student. Yeah, that means she'll be back around. Is that what that means? Sorry, Dave, the missus has started up her boom, and we're off to dinner. All right, Black Sheep. I will be in touch with you. I haven't checked my emails. Maybe you sent me some stuff on on the U-Bond deal. I have to get some measurements and stuff on that, but yeah, definitely. If you've got some ideas on solar and aerating that pond, let me know. All right, well, have a good dinner. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Jiu-Jitsu passport is a criminal. Enough said. Oh, that's hilarious. I would like to know the backstory to that. Maybe I'll have to wait till I come to Pattaya again to hear it. Let's see. Everybody's just saying buy the boxing. So anyway, that's what the 4 o'clock deal was. It was a just a test live stream to see if there was anybody that in the UK, and now I know James and Kevin. It seems like a good time for them. They have their own life and stuff to do, obviously. But I'm glad that you guys could drop in also. But yeah, I don't know. And then there was one from Ireland, right? So who knows? Maybe some other people see it, but I don't get that many views. But on the live stream, I mean, you get more. I get more views when I do actual vlogs. But like I said, I like doing the. I want to do both. I'm going to try to pick it up on the vlog thing. James had trying to get me at one time to keep putting them out, and I need to if I want to do that. But you know, I don't know. Like I said, if we get more than 1,700 subscribers, am I going to be able to keep up with the chat and be able to talk to everybody and answer everybody's questions and stuff like that? And probably not, from what I've seen. It's hard to do. It's hard to stay caught up on that stuff. I said that today on the live stream earlier. You know, for people, I said, please, you know, you need to think about stuff, because I know I used to, and because I watched Chuck for a long time, and I said to him, how come he didn't answer me? You know, yeah, and I've got a nothing channel. You know, I get 15 comments on a video or something, and now I don't even do that many videos, so my views are going way down, and I don't have to mess with that. But I like the interaction on there too. But I like the interaction on the live streams way better. Bobby's saying, "Dirty and wake up, my wife only knew a very little English when we met. They learn so fast. Mine is an RN here, and yeah, in the U.S. And that's the one that he's going to come here. He's from she's from Surin, so Bobby's retired now, and Jai is going to be there. They live on the way to the Elephant Village, which I didn't get a chance to go to today, which I'm going to try to go to tomorrow, Bobby. But hopefully they'll get here in November, I think is what they're kind of thinking. Bobby had a couple of deals with his father and Jai retiring, but I think she's going to, so we will see. Hopefully they get here. I'll have a friend in Turin. If you put a subject matter in the title, yeah, I know. Yeah, and I've been talking about that, Kevin, for the past 3 live streams, and I asked people, hey, if you've got any kind of suggestions, put them in the comments of the live stream, and I'll look at them. And no one's helping me out, so I guess I'm on my own. But it always seems like we come up with something, you know, whether it be visas or, you know, what Thailand's doing. But I need to be a little bit more. I agree. I need to do that. Yeah, exactly. James agrees too. I agree. I just haven't done it. I've got to do it though. And like I said, I've been talking about it for a while, but actually openly talking about it each one of the last 3 live streams. So I gotta. There's just, you know, I mean, it's not like there's, you know, more on at least my channel anyway. It's more a bunch of people just kind of talking about, yeah, 90% of the stuff we talk about is Thailand related, and it's mainly like, I don't know, it's different than most. You know, it's kind of a smaller community, obviously, and everybody knows everybody else on the channel, and we just have a bunch of fun, you know. But it would be nice to have a starting deal, because usually I go 2 hours. So it'd be nice to have one for the first hour. You know, what do you think of what the government's doing with masks or whatever, which I think is a big deal. And I watched, who's what I watching? Rob, 20 Seconds in Thailand, put out a video today, and it was about walking street in, what is it, Patong or whatever it is there. And the footage that he showed, 99% of the people were not wearing masks. And I almost wanted to write him. I didn't have time. Is this something you shot 10 years ago or something. But, there was like one scene that I saw, and he probably showed 3 or 4 minutes of walking street. It was pretty packed, of one guy wearing a mask. So I was kind of curious. If anybody knows, please let me know. Or James, when you're out on, around the bar district, I don't know what they call it in Pattaya, are they wearing masks? I'm just curious because if you take a look, take you 5 seconds to pull up 20 seconds in Thailand, Rob's video from today, and look at some of the footages, you'll see it immediately. It took me my brain about a half of a second to go, hey, where the hell's the masks? But I never did get a chance. It could be footage from 10 years ago. I don't know. Of course, he wasn't here 10 years ago, but you understand what I'm saying. But I'm kind of curious what it's like. Or Mitch, you've been down there. When they're in the bar, masks on, first off, which I think they are, but walking on the street, I was wondering. No one wears masks in the Pattaya zones here. The mask mandate is still in effect, though, just not enforced. See, I heard it wasn't in effect anymore. I heard that there was no, you can wear it or not wear it, but I'm probably wrong if you're saying that it's enforcement. And June 1st, though, there will be a big push, though. Okay, yeah, because like I said, if you spend 10 seconds watching Rob's video, it pops right off the screen at you, on the street. No one, not even 1%, I would say, had a mask on. But like I said, to me, hey, whatever Thailand wants to do, I'm going to do. I live here in Thailand. But because of that, that having that tube down my throat, and it's all psychosomatic, but any kind of restriction to my breathing freaks me out. I don't dig it at all. And walking and stuff like that, I walk and breathe so much better when I don't have the mask on. I'd rather take the risk of getting it. I know I could transmit it, and that's the problem. But I'd rather take the risk of getting it than wearing the mask. So hopefully they do something on the 1st. That would be awesome. Hey, Raymond, how you doing? Saying the CCSA will consider a proposal to end the mandate next month, but it's still in law for now. Okay. So, yeah, but they don't, right? I mean, they're not enforcing it in Pattaya, and if the footage is right of walking street is it Patong? Am I saying that right? There was, like I said, less than 1%. I saw one guy out of thousands walking up and down the street. And anybody that says that Thailand isn't, at least getting back to normal, they're full of shit. I mean, is it like it was, 5 years ago? No. And I've said that before, but the stuff that I've seen that James has put out, and what I see, if you want, the determining factor is if you want to come to Thailand and have a good time can be had here in Thailand. Whether it be with your family, whether it be on a walking street and the bars with your buddies, it's all here. It's just not, you're only going to get to go to 280 bars that you want to instead of 500. So you make up your mind. But it's definitely wide open. And what do you need? James probably knows too. Bangalore Road, Patong. Okay. Yeah, as far as coming to Thailand, what do you need if you're vaccinated? Nothing? Just the proof of your 3 jabs, right? I think James will know. James stays on top of all that stuff. Matt's gone here in Ireland. They don't even report figures. Good for them. Good for Ireland. Excellent. The way everybody should be. It should be done. I don't even know. I haven't even watched any numbers here, nor do I care. Unless you're going to tell me how many people have died from it and how many people that actually died from it, and how old were those people that actually died. The ones that were 126 with underlying conditions, I don't care. They were going to die anyway. And even me, 765, she was 85, and it doesn't matter. And I'm glad that I don't see the numbers like I used to. But I'm hoping that I think that's all it is to come to Thailand now, is basically hop on a plane and be able to prove. I think you got to get something through the Thailand pass that basically says, yes, you've had your jabs, and I think that takes, from what I'm understanding, 15 minutes, and you're approved. It's not like the old Thailand pass. Lovely day in Pattaya. How's the weather there? It's not too bad. I know, like, it might be a little overcast. It's been raining on and off. The rain's going to start coming here to Surin. Most definitely. I saw that, James. I kind of noticed that. But I think it's going to start raining. I know that they've had. I think it's where uh, uh, Uncle his and a couple other people. I forget exactly what it's called up there, but they've been getting a lot of rain, and it's destined to come here. If it doesn't, then we're going to be in trouble again here in Surin with as far as our water. Although I do have my well and my city water, what I call city water, but I've got to get the well in the ground. And I've got to get filtration for it to where I can use it. ZT back here? I didn't see ZT. Hey Andy, how you doing? Glad you could come by. Yeah, so hopefully all that stuff will come out, and all you'll have to do is just hop on a plane. And I'm imagining you're going to have to show the vaccinations anywhere that you go. And I'm guessing, I don't know. Check and see, because we want to go to Vietnam and to Laos and to Cambodia and that kind of stuff. In fact, my wife with the sister that we moved yesterday are going to go there first. They have to go and get their passports, I think, redone, and they're going to get it done together and then go to Cambodia, and then me and Nitnoy will start kind of doing a little jumping on the borders that are, that are close to us. I want to go. I haven't been since I've been here. Almost 4 years. I haven't been to any of the bordering countries. None. And I want to go back and see what. I'd like to see what Vietnam looks like. And I heard there's a lot of places there. James, have you been to Vietnam? I think you have. How much time we got? 45 minutes. I think I said I was going to go 45 minutes, but now we got almost 20 people here. I think Going Gray's, and Bobby put up his channel. I think he went to get something to eat. If you guys aren't subscribed, he is in the military and in Korea. Has what I think is an awesome channel, and thanks for his service, and thanks James for his, and Mitch for his, and anybody else that has served the United States of America. The you know I don't know where I was going with that. What was I doing? That Alzheimer's really sucks. God, I hope I don't have that. Oh, Going Grace. His channel. It does interest stuff. I knew nothing about Korea. Now I kind of would like to see it, I think. Yeah, but that's the only thing he can basically vlog about. That's where he is. But seems like a really good guy. Looking forward to meeting him. Looking forward to meeting everybody that comes to Thailand. It'll be fun. The little stuff that everybody's kind of being, and James is kind of pushing for the Wombat to do meetups occasionally. I think is an awesome idea. It was fun. It was a good day. There was quite a few people there that I didn't get to spend as much time as I wanted to. One of them was Greeny. I really didn't get to know him very well, and Kevin, I would have liked to have rapped to a little bit more. I will be in Vietnam in September with the wife this time. Huh? Cool. Good to hear, Andy. I thought you were going to go to Cambodia. Are you going to both? Or is it just Vietnam now? Hey, Chris, what's up? Was just about to hit the sheets. Never got the alert. That figures. Twice in a day. Wow, that figures. And like I said, a couple of channels that I was subscribed to that we went through today, the bell was rung and everything, and I never got any notifications from any of them. It's really weird. Listening to Fawn and you now. Yeah, I know. I think she's still running the monitors. Yeah, I'm sure that she's still on. I didn't get the alert either. I know, and I don't know. YouTube has a I don't know. They did it with me long time ago when I was watching Mike's Live My Ass Off. We went from watching him that I went like 2 or 3 months with never getting a notification. But I was retired enough and bored enough that I had time every hour to check and see if he was live, and that's how I caught him, was doing that. And then finally, I think I unsubscribed and resubscribed, and then rang the bell again, and somehow that got me. And I don't know. It's bizarre. YouTube sometimes can be annoying. Watched an awesome video of a cave tour led by One Pack Wonders. It's on my bucket list now. Cool. I don't, I kind of, a lot of these things that are physical, my knees are so bad, everybody knows that I need to get them replaced and need to lose 20 kilo. But, most of the people like Baldy, Brian, and the stuff where they're going up these stairs that are like this, even some of the stuff that James and Chuck and Joe have went up, I would have never made it up. No way. No way. And up would have been hard as heck, but down, because of my knees being unstable, it's harder coming down. So it's interesting. Here's Brock, and that was another thing. Now that Brock still got his, hey brother, his Richard came on. James, I don't know if you know that at the end of the live stream, and made 5 or 6 comments. We offered him to come on the little after show, but obviously he was busy. But it was awesome to hear from him. But yeah, he actually talked to us for not about anything, which is fine. But he actually came on, and it was good to know that he's doing okay. He's a good guy. I really like Richard. If you hit the bell,
That's a piece of fish.
you're gonna make James hungry, and Fa's got her own live stream going, so she won't be interested. Bell, it gives the option for notification. This is the option if you want to be told of all. Yeah, and I tell everybody, and like I said, a couple of people, we kind of got this group going together. Bobby, Time to Get Going, and a bunch of gals from the Philippines, and a bunch of other YouTubers, and we're kind of trying to network each other and watch their videos and their live streams and help each other out, basically. And a couple of them today, I said, I never get notified from this channel. Let me, I put up the link, or people did, Brock or whatever, and I clicked it on my phone, and sure enough, I was subscribed, and the bell was rung, and I go, well, maybe they haven't put out a video or live stream or anything in months, and come up 23 minutes or 23 hours ago. So I don't know. YouTube it's hit and miss sometimes. I went through, like I said, big time with Mike's and on his channel 3 years ago, and I never got notified. And finally, I started getting notified, and I couldn't tell you what I did, but I know that I unsubscribed and resubscribed and rang the bell again. The bell again. But it's weird. It's a YouTube thing. It's a hit and miss YouTube thing sometimes. Cobus has something for you. Okay there, Brock. You're back to the chippy. That was quick.
Yeah, it's a
Chatterbox.
good chippy too.
Yeah, Chatterbox was a character. That's for sure, Paul. Excuse me.
I asked for two pieces of barramundi. I get 4.
She made that, or did you guys buy it?
Buy it from the local fish and chip shop.
Uh-uh. Let's see,
Really
I don't
good.
know if this one is. This is going to be new. Good morning, Dave. How are you here in England? Cool. Where I am, it's only 12 degrees Celsius. It's a day for stopping in. Hope Max can win the Grand Prix today. Good, I'm glad. That's why I'm kind of doing this test, is for people in the UK and in England that want to say hello and whatever, and testing the waters. And if I do get more people from the UK, I might do the every other day might be 7:30, then the next one 4 o'clock, and then 7:30 a.m. and then 4 p.m., which would be this one for the UK. Just to get to know more people, that's all. But I'm glad you could stop in. I really appreciate it.
Good
in which
morning,
grand?
Sir Peterfield. It's
What is it?
a mere 14 degrees C in Perth, Western
Hmm.
Australia at the moment.
And that's cold, right? I'm a Fahrenheit guy.
That's
That's
cold.
that's your wood stove weather, right?
Oh yeah, the fire's on. Don't you worry about that.
I did it. I did like that. I do miss that in my central California home. I had a big one. I told you guys about, and it was kind of awesome. And that was a time when I like making big giant pots of chili and beef stew and all that kind of food. Hey, there's T. Brock, are you gonna what? Ship your police BMW over? I bet you'd like to, wouldn't you, Brock? I don't think it's
It's a
feasible, is
it's
it?
a it's an 1100cc Honda T. I'd love to ship it to Thailand, but to do so, I have to pay 150% of new bike price.
Wow.
It's
Yeah, I
just
don't think it's feasible to
not
do it
going
in.
to happen.
The only way I could think of even having a Harley, I think, would be break it down and try to get it in parts and see if you could get it
Yeah,
into where it wouldn't cost you $1 billion. But I can't do that anymore. First of all, I'm not going to spend my 2 weeks in the United States, taking a Harley apart and nuts and bolts and sending it to Thailand. I like my Forza, man. I'll catch a bunch of crap about it. We were talking about maybe trying to get a bike ride up in the mountains above Pattaya T for a couple of days, and then maybe over to Koh Chang for a couple of days, and maybe a 5 6 day ride. And I thought Bruce, maybe James, Mitch, you, me, and whoever wanted, because Chuck's going to be gone for like 2 months. So if you're interested in something like that, I know we had talked about it in the past. I'd be up for doing that. If you want to get together with me on that other talk thing that we had. I forget what was it called, the bike one. Anyway, let me know, T, if you're interested in doing something like that. What is this one? Paul's saying 16C on the Gold Coast, 61
61
degrees
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. Ah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm only going to go an hour, guys. What is it? 53 minutes
54.
now. But I want to thank you, sir, for coming and ask any questions you like. Mr. Mitch, I have just subscribed to your channel. Cool. Thank you very much. Um, there's a bunch of good people on here, just so you know, and channels that you might get a kick out of. And like I said, I tested the waters for this one, and it's not bad. I mean, 18 people. I might try to do that. I don't think I could do them both in one day. That 3 hour one this morning kind of kicked me down. But definitely every other one, maybe switching back and forth. I'm seriously thinking about that, and I might do that. And there's Mitch saying, and I wanted to see if Mitch, if you could stop by after the show here. I'll re-put up the. I had a question for you, unless you want me to call you direct. There's the link, because I'm going to end it here fairly shortly. I had a couple of questions for you um, regarding something. Let's see. Do twice a week? Yeah, I think so. I think there would be every 4 days. So yeah, it'd be pretty close to twice a week per time zone. Yeah, I think that's enough. Um, and I would like to meet more people. And I know that Nikki probably didn't get notified. I'm guessing, or maybe she's out walking Buddy. I don't know. But she'll spread the word and stuff like that, and maybe meet some new people in the UK. And it's not horribly late or anything from the people in Australia. The only people that it probably is hard for is the ones in the United States. What time is it on the east and west coast of the United States? I think Bobby was here, but it's got to be early in the morning. Uh, Manager has specifically instructed me not to be
Mm.
singing on Bobby's live streams. Yeah, I was suggested not to either. But if you could come on for a minute, Mitch, I have a question for you. It's kind of important, but it shouldn't take more than 2 minutes, 5 minutes at the most. I know you're probably busy, but if you could, it would be good. Oh, wait, What did Bob say? Dave, you missed who my guests are this week. Look above. Okay, what did I miss?
Yep.
Where are you? Where are you
Bobby's
at?
guests are Mr. Mitch, Thai Nomads, and Far.
Ah. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome lineup. Well, what are you going to do about the Filipina part of the show? Is that going to start at after the 2 hour mark? All the Filipina gals are going to come in and sing, or are you going to expect Mitch to sing?
Mitch has
Anyway,
already said he's not going to. He's been banned.
yeah, I don't. That's the same thing I would be too. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. Hey, hey, Alex, how you
Good
doing,
evening,
man?
good
I
evening,
was just
Alex.
talking about you. Were your ears burning earlier? I was kind of saying what a good guy you are, and that I was glad that James introduced us and didn't really get enough time to sit around as much time as I wanted per se at that meetup. So I will schedule another trip to Pattaya just to go out and about and meet up with all the guys that you guys are hanging with during the day if I'm allowed to. I would like
James
to
is
do that.
also saying he wants his bike and shirt back.
Yeah, we got to get to the bottom of the bike things. But I'm ending the live stream. I appreciate everybody that has stopped by. This was a test, but I think for the amount of people that have got it, I think I might try to do it. I'll let everybody know, but I'll do one at 7:30 a.m. and then skip a day, and then the next one will be at 4 p.m. and vice versa. Every other day, a different one. But I think it might work. Maybe I'll can expand on this time zone. It went up to 20 people. Um, we'll see what happens. But thanks everybody to coming in, Alex, Paul, everybody that's here, whoever's here, Bobby, of course, uh, Bruce and Sassy May, T. Thanks for coming by, and I will catch you guys on the next one if I can find the outro. And hello, Richard, if you're back around. I'll talk to you later.
And